Today, we're tackling a hot topic, the best noise-canceling headphones under $300. Our star contender is the Bose Quiet Comfort 45, a legend in the ANC game. But how does it stack up against its top competitors? The Sony WH-CH720N, Anker Soundcore Space Q45, and Sennheiser Axenom Wireless. I'm breaking down the pros and cons of each to help you decide which pair deserves a spot on your head. Let's get started. First up, the Bose Quiet Comfort 45, retailing around $279 but often dipping to $200 on sale. Bose has been synonymous with noise cancellation for years, and the QC45 continues that legacy. Pros. Let's start with comfort. The QC45 is like slipping on a cloud. At just 240 grams, these over-ears have plush ear pads and a padded headband that make long listening sessions a breeze. Whether you're on a cross-country flight or grinding through a workday, they won't leave your ears sore. Next, the active noise cancellation is top tier. It obliterates low-frequency rumbles like airplane engines and tamps down mids and highs like office chatter, better than most in this price range. You get two modes, quiet for full ANC and aware for transparency, which lets in ambient sound when you need to hear your surroundings. Battery life is solid at 24 hours with ANC on, and a 15-minute charge gives you 3 hours of playback, great for when you're caught short. The sound profile is balanced, with a slight bass boost that's warm without overwhelming vocals or treble. It's not audiophile grade, but it's versatile for podcasts, pop, or classical. Oh, and the foldable design with a compact hard-shell case makes them super travel-friendly. Cons. Now, the QC45 isn't perfect. You can't turn off ANC completely. It's either quiet or aware mode, which might bug purists who want a neutral setting. The sound lacks the customization you'd expect. No granular EQ in the Bose Music app, just a few presets. If you're an audiophile craving high-resolution audio, you're out of luck. It only supports AAC and SBC codecs, no aptX or LDAC. The microphone is decent for calls but picks up some background noise, so it's not ideal for windy Zoom meetings. And at full price, $279 feels steep when newer models offer more features for less. That's the Bose QC45, a comfy noise-canceling champ with a few quirks. Let's move to our first competitor, the Sony WH-CH720N, priced around $120, making it the budget king of this lineup. Segment transition. Pros. The WH-CH720N punches way above its price. Sony's noise cancellation is surprisingly effective for under $150, handling low-end hums like bus engines decently well, though it's not as strong as Bose for mids and highs. At 192 grams, these are the lightest headphones we're covering today, so they're barely noticeable during long wears. Battery life is a massive pro, 35 hours with ANC on, and a 10-minute charge nets you an hour of playtime. The sound is bass-heavy out of the box, perfect for EDM or hip-hop fans, but Sony's Headphones Connect app offers a full EQ to tweak it to your taste. You also get DSEE upscaling, which boosts compressed audio quality, handy for Spotify streams. Bluetooth 5.2 with multi-point pairing lets you connect two devices seamlessly, and the USB-C charging is modern and convenient. For $120, the value here is unreal. Cons. On the downside, the WH-CH720N feels a bit plasticky. Build quality doesn't scream premium, and the ear pads are less cushy than Bose's. ANC struggles in chaotic environments. It won't hush a crowded cafe as well as the QC45. The transparency mode is underwhelming, letting in too much noise to feel controlled. While the sound is customizable, the default tuning can feel muddy if you don't tweak it, with vocals sometimes getting lost in the bass. The mic is another weak point. Fine for quick calls but muffled in noisy settings. If durability or luxury is your vibe, these might feel too entry-level. The Sony WH-CH720N brings serious bang for your buck, but it's not flawless. Next up, the Anker Soundcore Space Q45, hovering around $150, a favorite for value-driven listeners. Segment transition. Pros. The Space Q45 is a beast for the price. Its noise cancellation is shockingly close to premium models, cutting out low-frequency noise like train rumbles and doing a respectable job with voices and higher-pitched sounds. Battery life is a standout, 50 hours with ANC off, 28 with it on, and a 5-minute charge gives you core hours. That's class-leading endurance. The sound is warm and bass-forward, but the Soundcore app's 8-band EQ lets you dial it in from treble-heavy for jazz to neutral for podcasts. At 295 grams, they're heavier but still comfy with soft ear pads and a sturdy headband. Bluetooth 5.3 supports LDAC for high-res audio, a rarity under $200, and multi-point pairing works flawlessly. The sleek design and hard-shell case make them look pricier than they are, and the mic is solid for calls, with good noise rejection. Cons: the Space Q45's heft can feel noticeable after hours of wear. Not a deal breaker, but less ideal for all-day use compared to Bose. ANC, while impressive, doesn't match the QC45's finesse in blocking mids and highs. You'll still hear some chatter in busy spaces. The default sound can be too bassy for purists, and even with EQ tweaks, it's not as refined as higher-end models. The transparency mode is functional but lacks the natural clarity of Bose's Aware mode. Finally, the buttons feel a bit cheap, and the touch controls can be finicky, sometimes misregistering swipes. The Anker Soundcore Space Q45 is a value powerhouse, but it's not without compromises. Last but not least, the Sennheiser Xcentem Wireless, priced around $180, a dark horse in this race. Segment transition. Pros: Sennheiser's Xcentem Wireless brings audiophile cred to the sub-$200 crowd. The sound quality is the star, crisp, detailed, and balanced, with a slight bass lift that doesn't smother mids or treble. It's ideal for everything from rock to classical, and the Sennheiser Smart Control app offers robust EQ customization. ANC is solid, especially for low-end noise like subway hums, and it holds its own against pricier models. At 222 grams, they're lightweight and comfy with a minimalist design that feels durable. Battery life is stellar. 50 hours with ANC off, 30 with it on. And a 10-minute charge gives 5 hours. Bluetooth 5.0 supports aptX and aptX HD for high-quality streaming, and multi-point pairing is smooth. The mic is clear for calls, even in moderate noise, making these versatile for work or leisure. Cons: the Xcentem's ANC isn't as potent as the QC45 or Space Q45 for mids and highs. You'll hear more background chatter than you'd like in a loud office. The ear pads are comfy but less plush than Bose's, which might matter for marathon sessions. There's no carrying case included, just a pouch, which feels stingy for $180. The design, while sleek, lacks the foldability of the QC45, so they're less portable. Transparency mode is decent but not as seamless as Bose's, and the app, while feature-rich, can feel clunky to navigate compared to Sony's or Anker's. The Sennheiser Xcentem Wireless delivers killer sound for the price, but it's not the full package. So how do these stack up? Let's recap. The Bose Quiet Comfort 45 is the comfort and ANC king, perfect for travelers or anyone who prioritizes silence and all-day wearability. But its lack of EQ and codec support feels dated at full price. The Sony WH-CH720N is a steal at $120, with great battery life and customizable sound, but its build and ANC can't match the big dogs. The Anker Soundcore Space Q45 offers insane value with long battery life and strong ANC, though it's heavier and less refined. Finally, the Sennheiser Xcentem Wireless nails sound quality and battery life but falls short on ANC finesse and portability. Your pick depends on your needs. Want luxury and top ANC? Go Bose, especially on sale. On a tight budget, Sony's your guy. Need a balance of features and value? Anker's Space Q45 is tough to beat. Craving audiophile sound? Sennheiser's Xcentem won't disappoint. Head to our website for links to deals and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, keep those ears happy.